In this video, I'm going to break down the exact tools that I'm using to scrape leads for completely free and how I'm verifying all of those emails and those numbers before I reach out to them. Now, the first tool that we need is DataMiner.io. This is a Chrome extension. When we open it up, what we want to do is add this extension into Chrome. Now, DataMiner.io is a scraping tool that uses Google Maps as well as websites to scrape leads. Now let's just say, for example, I'm looking for real estate agents in Austin, Texas. I can search that up in Google and I want to scroll down until I see the businesses section. I'm going to go into the businesses section and click onto more businesses. Now once I click onto more businesses, I'll see all these different options of people that come up, right? I've probably got over 100 results in Austin, Texas alone. Now what I want to do is I want to scrape every single one of these guys' emails and their phone numbers if it's available. Now, how do I actually scrape all of these numbers? Well, when I click onto dataminer.io, the extension that comes up in my top right, I've pinned it, right? I've pinned it as an extension. Now when I click onto it, it gives me an option to sign up for a free account. And what you guys can do is you can sign up to DataMiner for completely free and you can start scraping leads for completely free. Now once you've gone ahead and actually created a free account, you have a monthly scraping limit of 500 pages that you can scrape for completely free. Meaning we can scrape 500 of these Google business pages for free. We don't need to pay a single dime. And on one business page, on average, we've got like 20 phone numbers and 20 emails right here. That means we can get up to 10,000 leads using DataMiner just on Google My Business. 10,000 leads that we've paid completely nothing for, by the way. And guess what? Every time you reach your limit of 500 pages, what you can just do is go ahead and create another account. Use another Google account or use another email to sign up to DataMiner again, create another account and rinse and repeat that process for completely free. You just create a new account every time you hit your limit and then you can go and start scraping leads again for completely free and you've got another 10,000 leads that you can scrape. Now let's head back over to the Google My Business pages and see how we can actually scrape all 20 of these leads on this one page plus every other page in complete automation. So let's just say, for example, in all of Austin, Texas, we've got around 60 to 80 realtors there, right? 60 to 80 different real estate agents, emails and numbers that we can scrape. Now, you can see these realtors are split across multiple different pages and there's obviously there's a lot of different realtors and we're not going to be able to fit them all into one page, right? Google is not going to be able to fit them all into one page. So they've split the results into multiple different pages. When we click onto DataMiner, we've actually got an option for next page automation, which means it will scrape all the results in this one page, right? It will scrape all 20 of these leads in this one page, and then it will just actually automatically go to the next page and start scraping the next page and the next page and the next page until it reaches the end of the result. Now, in order to set it up in the way I've described, we're going to click onto our extension and the second option that comes up, google.com business lists 2023, that is the option we are going to choose. I want you guys to go ahead and hit scrape. And when you hit scrape, a new window should open up that looks like this. Now, give it a second to load up, like it has. And all you're going to do, it can look a little bit technical. All I want you guys to do is slide to the right and click onto next page automation. That's all you need to do. Now, we can see here, it's given us an option. The number of pages we want to scrape. Sometimes we can have up to 20 different pages, guys. Because there's so many results in one area, we can have up to 20 different pages. So we want to click on 20 pages. And then it says the delay between pages. So obviously we don't want Google to actually think that we're a bot or that we're actually scraping. So there's going to be a delay between how quickly we scrape one page from another page. I just like to set this at 6 seconds, which is usually enough. Now once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and hit scrape 20 pages. And this tool, like we can just see in the background, is scrape the first page, right? If I scroll down, I've already got the results of that first page. Now what it's doing is it's scraping this page automatically on my behalf. It's waiting 6 seconds, and like we can see again, it's gone and moved on to the next page. And it's going to scrape all of these pages until we get to the end of the result, right? And once we get to the end of result, we can just go ahead and download all of the leads that the tool has scraped for us. As we can see, DataMiner has gone off to work and scraped 182 different results for me. In Austin, Texas, we've gone ahead and found 182 different agents that we can potentially reach out to. As we can see, we've got the name of their business, the company phone, their location, their website, and we will have their email too. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and download this as a CSV file directly. We're going to hit save. And now we can take all these contacts and just go and upload them into our database and start reaching out to them directly. But what do we already know about Google My Business? To be honest, most people, most other agencies are also competing in this space. Everyone is really trying to reach the same leads with Google My Business. Everyone that's on Google My Business, right, has probably been reached out to multiple times every single day. And unless you've got a crazy offer, you need something very unique that's going to make you stand out in order for them to even respond to you. Now, DataMiner also has exclusive recipes that you can use, meaning you can scrape leads exclusively. You can scrape leads that aren't as readily available as these Google My Business leads may be. And a recipe essentially is a different type of scraping remedy. So it's programmed to scrape in a certain type of way. Now let's say, for example, right, I want to go ahead and build an exclusive list of leads because leads on Google My Business are way too common and everyone else is trying to reach out to them anyways. I want to build a more exclusive list. I want to build a list that not a lot of people are actually reaching out to. I want to get phone numbers and emails that not a lot of people actually have access to. Now, one way we can do that is by going onto a brokerage website. Let's say, for example, right? Let's say I want to still scrape same types of real estate agents in Austin, Texas, right? But instead of searching for them on Google My Business, where everyone else is searching for them, I'm going onto a brokerage website and I'm using this brokerage website, right, to actually find the details of these 658 different agents, right? Now, as I scroll down, I can see there's all these different agents and I've got about 55 different pages, right? And I've got how many people on each page? 3, 6, 9, 12, about 12 agents on each page. So 12 agents on each page and I've got 55 pages. Now, what I have to do is I have to actually click onto their profile to see their number and to see their email, which isn't ideal, right? But guess what? DataMiner can also handle this for you. Even if their details aren't necessarily on the page, what we can do is use a simple strategy inside of DataMiner to actually scrape all of their emails and numbers regardless of whether it's on the page or not. So DataMiner will be actually able to open up their profile, right? Select their email and copy that, and select their number and also copy that. Now, using DataMiner, what we can do is we can scrape the URLs of these profiles. When I click onto DataMiner, we should have some recipes that say sandbox URLs. We want to go ahead and hit scrape. And when I open this up, it's giving me a preview of what it's actually going to scrape, right? I'm going to click onto next page automation. Over here, I've got 5 different pages. So I want to scrape all 5 of those pages. I can just set it to 10. It will stop after the 5th page anyways. And I'm going to go ahead and click scrape 10 pages. I'm going to click allow. And now DataMiner is actually going to go off and scrape all of these different people's profiles, right? It's going to scrape all of their different profiles and it's actually going to collect the URL of the profile for me. Okay, now that we've got our URLs that we've scraped, what we are going to do is we are going to actually download this list of URLs and save it as a CSV file. Now, on top of that, we want to make sure that we can save it inside of DataMiner. It will automatically come up in our saved results. Now, what I'm going to do is go on and move over to crawl scrape now. Now, crawl scrape is basically going to open each of these different profiles, right? Because when I click on the profile, that's when I can access their email and their number. So, what have we done so far? We've scraped each profile link. Now, what DataMiner is going to do is it's going to open each link for each person's profile and then scrape their email and number directly from their profile. So once I click onto crawl scrape, I'm going to hit next step, start a new crawl, and we're going to hit from saved scrape results, sandbox URLs, which is the last one that we just done. The column we are using is URL, and we're going to hit check it. Now URLs have come up as valid. So now we can move on to the next step. Now when we go on to the next step, right, we have to select a recipe from the left on what we actually want to scrape from these URLs that we're now opening. So we can go on to detail, and detail will pretty much scrape their name, their email, their address, their number, everything that we need pretty much from that contact. Then we hit next step again. Now I can successfully start the crawl, and DataMiner is now going to open up each and every single one of these profiles, collect their name, collect their email, collect their number, and feed it back to me so I can download that as a list and start reaching out to these people. Now it looks like DataMiner has got through 100% of my URLs. When I click onto next step, there we go. I've got all the details I need, and now I can download my exclusive list. Now once you've scraped your list, you obviously want to verify them. Experian is what I'm using currently for my phone number verification. You can get a free trial with them. They will basically validate each and every single phone number that we scrape, just to make sure before we reach out to them, this is a validated phone number. We're not texting any landlines, and it just keeps our sending reputation healthy. Very similar with email as well. We don't want to be scraping emails and then sending them an email and having high bounce back rates or stuff like that, which is going to damage our sending rates and our domains, right? So we want to verify those emails too. This is a platform that you can use, Email List Verify. I've used them before. They're pretty good. And these guys will pretty much verify every single email. So before we reach out to anyone, we know they're an actual verified email. And that's pretty much it. It's simple but effective, right? And it's all free. You're doing all of this for $0. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, drop a subscribe, leave a comment below on what you guys want to see next. And don't forget to check out these two videos too. I've showed you guys how to scrape the leads, right? But now, how are you going to actually reach out to these leads in automation? I've got a completely automated cold email guide that I've created, as well as a cold SMS guide that I've created. Both systems inside of GoHighLevel. They also cost me $0 a month, and everything is in automation. I've got a 10% plus booking rate from these two systems alone, guys. Make sure you check them out, and don't forget to join my Skool community. I'm going to be giving away the full guide on how to use DataMiner, how to set up your own recipes, how to set up a crawl, all on DataMiner for completely free. I'm going to be giving that guide away all in my Skool. It's going to be in the pinned comment below. It's also going to be in the description. If you guys enjoyed what you saw here today, make sure you check out my community. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in speaking to me one-on-one, my calendar link will also be below. Peace out.